Welcome back. When documenting your project, often you have a need for schedules. A floor finish schedule, a hardware schedule, door schedule. I mean, there's lots of schedules. So I'm just going to do a very simple room schedule using the previous example we used for rooms to show you how to make one in very short order and where to put it, or how to use it, I should say. So using the same model that we just finished, under the architecture tab, scroll 7 over, and you'll see something called schedules and quantities, or schedule and quantities. Make sure that you don't have any of this other stuff checked. You only want architecture. These are the different types of schedules you can do. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to choose rooms. And it says, do you want to schedule keys or building components? We're going to do building components, and which phase you want to do it in. For our purposes, it's always going to be new construction. Phases can be complicated, and I'll do another video about that. But for right now, we're going to stay with new construction. Hit OK. And it says, OK, what kinds of things do you want to have in your schedule? Well, I truly believe you should start with what floor things are on, especially if you have multiple floors. So I'm going to do level, and then I want to know what the room name is, and so I'm going to choose name, and then the number, and then the area potentially, the department, and if any of the comments, or if there are any comments I need to add beyond that. So this is just again a very generic schedule. You can create new parameters to include. You can have just a dumb cell that you can put data input text into, but for our purposes, we're just going to keep it very simple. And then it creates our schedule. Now, just like in Excel, you can drag these lines over to create more space if you wish. And so you'll notice that all of my rooms are in level 1. I have this room labeled room, then open and corridor. It tells me the room number, and it's organized or filtered by room number. It tells me the room area, so how big that thing is, and the department it's in. So it's super helpful that way, I think, to have both the schedule and the level open, because if you do a tabbed view, so I'm going to go view, and I'm going to tile my views. If I change this room, for example, and I call it CEO, notice it changed in the schedule. And if I know that CEO is next to room 3, I'm going to scroll down to room 3, and I'm going to type CFO, and it now has put CEO and CFO together. Right, and so I can edit them in either room. I don't like that this is room 134. I really want this one to be room 2. So I'm going to change this to 2, and I should get an error. And yeah, it says at the bottom, it's not an error, it's a warning. You have duplicate number values. And it says, is that really what you want? But I'm just going to swap room 2 and 3. And then now, room 1, CEO, room 2, CFO, is connected to these public rooms. And then room 3 is down here. So I would go through that. And again, there is a routine that would help you organize the numbering convention so that it makes sense. You know, some people number their rooms in a clockwise fashion. Some people do counterclockwise, something that makes sense. My haphazard thing didn't make sense, but anyway, this is a room schedule, and they're dead useful, especially if you have multiple floors and you want to organize information by name or room number. You can also, create new room numbers very simply, or if you decide that you want to add more rooms that aren't physical rooms yet, right? So we're going to simply insert data row. We're actually going to do a couple of them. And this one we're going to call, let's call it AHU for air handler. This one we're going to call stair. and then this one we're going to call elevator. Okay, now stair and elevator would be under circulation, so I'm going to choose those. And then AHU would be under building as far as a department goes. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my floor plan. I'm going to try to go back to my floor plan. Oh, it's frozen. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to add those new rooms. So I'm going to add the walls for the elevator. I'm sorry, for the stair. And let's assume that's big enough for a stair for the moment. Go to Architecture tab, choose Room. And I described this in the room video, by the way, if you want to go back and watch that one. So these are the rooms that I just added into my schedule that weren't previously placed. Here's my stair. I'm going to select it, choose that. And notice that it already came in because I preloaded it with the circulation. It came in the right color. I'm going to put the elevator right next to the stair. And so I'm going to draw that real quick. Room, elevator, that comes up under circulation. And then the air handler, I'm actually going to put way back here in this corner. So I'm going to bifurcate this room a little bit, maybe a lot bit. Maybe not that much. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to bifurcate that room, and then I'm going to extend this wall a little bit because I don't want the air handler to be in a room. I want it to be accessible to a corridor. So I'm going to close that off, and then now there's a corridor leading to the air handler. Go to Architecture, Room, New. This is the air handler room I created in the schedule, and then place it, and I have a new color for my department legend because I called it building, and the air handler is there. Oh, P.S. ZE is a keyboard shortcut for Zoom Extents. There's several hundred shortcuts that you can use and program yourself, the ones that you're most comfortable with. So I would encourage you to seek that out, and I'll try to find I'll make a video about that too. Thanks for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like and share it with others. If you're not already a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to my channel by selecting the profile picture below. This will take you to my channel with videos like these and many others on topics such as Revit, SketchUp, and Log Tools. And videos such as these in the playlist next to you that are specific to this topic. Have a great rest of your day.